Moin und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Business Spotlight. Ich bin Bernhard Beckers von Action Coach Braunschweig und ich habe heute zu Gast den Dmitry Shvager. Dmitry spricht Englisch und deswegen werde ich heute das Interview in Englisch führen. Dmitry, you are welcome.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Dmitry, can you introduce your company and yourself as well?
Of course. My name is Dmitry Shvager. Originally, I am from Ukraine, but I live in Germany a bit less than 2 years. I'm the CEO and founder of RoveTek. It's a service mobile app development company. So basically, it means that when you need to create a mobile app or you need to support your mobile app, evolve it, you come to me and I provide with the team that can support you. I am in software development since 2011, so over a decade, and I founded my first company in 2014. So next year it will be a decade.
Oh, quite interesting. But I understood you are here in Germany over the last 2 years, but you founded 10 years ago in Ukraine?
Yes.
And what was the reason to come to Germany with the company?
The reason was recent events in Ukraine. So I wouldn't go with a political statement here, but because of those events, I had to move with my family. I'm a father of triplets. So when you have 3 kids at once, you need to take care of them. So we decided to move to Germany. And it was quite an interesting experience because it was like restarting the company from scratch, because sometimes there are global events that can pause your business or put on hold. And this is a big advantage of being an entrepreneur, because you come wherever you want. The business laws are all the same. The business rules are all the same. So you just use your experience and rebuild everything.
I believe it's easier for an IT company to switch over to another company, to another country. But the environmental is not the same. The client are not the same. Or did you hand over your clients to Germany as well?
It's a big advantage, because when you run an IT company, you work internationally. So your clients are international and your team is international, and you're not limited by the space, especially after the COVID-19 hit it. So the necessity of being all team in the same space is just went away. So everyone works remotely, and I have clients. I mostly used to work with the United States. I still keep working with the United States. I have a few clients in Europe. I had a client in Germany who actually helped me with relocating. Currently, I work with Saudi Arabia, so it's not limited by just Germany.
Quite interesting. Saudi Arabia as well?
Yeah.
It's an interesting country. I have been there. But what is with your employees? Are they still the same, or did you switch with the move to Germany to other employees as well?
Most of them are same. So like 80% of the team are currently in Ukraine, but I'm also expanding. So I have a sales representative in Germany. I have a few developers in Poland now, and I'm partnering with the company who has a development team in Costa Rica. So the more you diversify it across the country, across the globe, the bigger chances that you will success.
I would say you are a real global player. You have a global team and global clients. Everything is globally, and only you are located here in Braunschweig.
Yes, I am personally and my company located in Braunschweig. Yeah.
Right, interesting. Can you explain a bit more about your product, about your services?
Yes, like I said, I have 2 main models. Is that it's like everything built in the mobile app from scratch, which means that you have an idea. Let's say you want to build a financial application to educate people. So you come to me and I do all the work, starting from creating software requirement specification, creating clickable designs, then doing the development and deployment. Or, for example, when you already have the mobile app and you need to support it, for example, you need to be sure that with the new iOS, it will be compatible. You want to add new features and vice versa. So you have a dedicated team, let's say, of 3 to 5 people that constantly working over your product.
And what is your typical client? It's from Saudi Arabia and from USA, I learned, but what is the typical client? What is it? What kind of company?
Well, it depends. Currently, I'm trying to focus on two industries, which is fintech and healthcare, which I found the most interesting. But again, when I have incoming requests, whenever it's like can be done within my company, I accept it. For example, in Saudi Arabia, we're working over fintech application that allows people to, I would say, avoid mortgages, because in Arabic world it's forbidden to do this stuff. We've also been working on other hand with the US actor who wanted to create mobile application to help actors prepare for their rehearsals and like that. We also was working with the Australian clinic that needed internal application to help their patients to manage the taking pills and like that. So it's a very broad market and a very broad clientele.
But when you work around the world with your employees and with different clients, how can they find you here in Braunschweig?
Oh, that's a very good point. And this is why I'm actually we're talking with you right now, because it's like a business, right? So in any business, you can find clients by two ways. It's either outbound, when you actually go and find them yourself and saying like, this is what I'm doing. Do you think that we can be a good match? Or inbound, when you create the marketing stuff. So here's the thing: most of the companies, they lack marketing efforts because founders, they actually don't like to be on camera and talk about their business. But this is a great point, because the deals are made by people, not by the companies. And at the first call, you just need to understand if you like the person on the other side of the screen, on this other side of the world or not. And by producing the content, you can actually let people know. So here I am, here is like how I talk, how my business approach, how I think, and then it just reduce the sales cycle, right? So if I call and say I'm from RoveTek, do you want something? And if you get a call from Apple, because Apple has a huge brand and then you know them, so most likely you will take a minute to listen what they want to say.
Cold calling is difficult in your market, also in my market as well, because we have to explain our services and our content. And you need a couple of minutes, 10, 20, 30 minutes to explain, so that clients can realize what is the content and what is the expertise.
Cold calling is very hard in nowadays, especially when there are a lot of messengers, business networks like LinkedIn. People are very suspicious, like, why didn't you try to reach me in text message, try to book a call or whatever? But cold calling is still working. So you shouldn't think that like every channel is actually working. So if it's not working for you, you just don't know how to do this properly. But I agree with
you. As you explained already, you started in Ukraine and now you are here in Germany, but you have already 10 years and more experience as entrepreneur. What was the biggest challenge in the past for you? What you solved, what you fixed?
I'm still in process, actually.
Of course,
The biggest challenge is always growing. So like most companies, they spend many years to get to the point when they can grow. And like I said, I was relying mostly on the reference channel to get more clients and outbound, because it seemed so easy. I don't know at this point. But now I want to switch the strategies and go to the marketing to spread the knowledge about my company, because what I faced, and I strongly believe, the main enemy of the small business is obscurity. And obscurity means I either don't know you or I knew you, but I forgot you, right? So if only 10 people know about your company, only 10 people can buy from you. But if 100,000 people know about your company, then you have a much more market that can actually purchase from you. So this is the biggest challenge for me at this point. Also, restarting company, it wasn't like planned. But when you need to start from scratch, is a bit challenging. But again, having experience, having team, because you are international and international informational technology, I make it way easy because you don't need to be in front of people to do this stuff. For example, when you do the logistics or I don't know the manufacturing, then you need team or you need spaces. IT is much more easier.
Is it much more easier because you have to lead a team and the team is collected or distributed on a big area, different culture, different languages. Is it easy?
I don't know. I got you. You got me, actually. So probably it's easy for me because I'm doing this for 10 years. So yeah, if I go to manufacturing, it's going to be much more complicated. But the advantage of IT, at least from my point of view, is that you reduce the fact that you need to have people in same place, right? Yeah. And most of my team, I can go 100. Actually, currently I'm 100% remote. So all of my team, they are not in the same city that I do locate. So it's pretty much that.
Yeah, I would say organization is easier, but leadership can be more difficult.
Yes, you need to communicate with people. It's harder to understand the mood of people because you don't see them. You don't see if they are frustrated. But again, this coming with the experience. So when you communicate a lot, when you talk to people, when you know your people, again, for me, it's a bit easier because most of my team are people I work with for many years. So I already know them. And when I hire more people, new people, they just come into the culture that was already built when we were in the same office.
What is your ambition for the future? You are already 10 years in the business, but you're a young guy. What is your intention for the next 5 years or 10 years?
For current ambition, and this is not so publicly known even to my team yet. I'm working for 2 other companies to merge and create a holding company. That would be another company in United States with dev center in Costa Rica, and they're doing the web development mostly. And the other company is in Turkey and then doing the online marketing. So our intention is to create a company with decent experience. Like each of us has 10 to 15 years experience, and we cover everything from web development to mobile development to marketing. So our goal we already started actually. So the next year is to make things happen, and then probably in the next 7 years grow the company to let's say 400 or 500 people and see some numbers that we can actually achieve.
That is an ambition.
Yeah, I mean, you can go as far as the goal that you actually target. So if you want to make $10,000, you will make 10,000. If you want $1 billion, you will make $1 billion. So.
Yeah. If your target is to pay the bill at end of the month, then you can pay the bill only end of the month.
And not always, because you're not always hitting the target. So.
Great. Let me have a question at the end. We have at the end from entrepreneurs, for young people, for young entrepreneurs, also for young people at the end of the school, whatever else, thinking about the life, thinking about professional, future professional, thinking about what is my intention for professional, no? And the wish, the dream of young people is often to be teacher, to be to work in the authority, unfortunately not to be an entrepreneur. And what is your tip for young people who are thinking about, is it an option for me to be an entrepreneur?
Well, I'm not sure it will be a tip, but more like an advice. So whenever you start chasing your dream, you will regret that you didn't start earlier. So don't wait for the perfect moment. It's not happen. It's not exist. So just start right away. And in a year from now, you will be surprised what the journey that you surpassed. And in 10 years from now, you will say, wow.
It's a good sentence. Dmitry, thank you very much for this quite interesting interview.
It was my pleasure.
Yeah, it was a pleasure for me as well. And I wish you all the best for the future and many success for your company.
Thank you so much. It was really nice to be with you, Bernhard.